Coach, just your general impressions of the win over Harding tonight.
Well, it was, every win's a great win, but it was especially a good win. Harding's a very, very good team, and a team that's was picked high in our league, and a team that will be, pushing for the conference championship at the end of the year.
Talk a little bit about some of your performances tonight. You got 19 points out of Chris Roussel. Not a great night for Stephen Coley necessarily, but he did step to the line and hit some free throws down the stretch that held on for the win. Antonio Worthy, probably a game ball worthy performance tonight.
Absolutely. It was good to see Antonio get back to some of the things that he did for us last year, and actually even in the exhibition game against BYU, I think he had 12 points and 10 rebounds and was a presence out on the floor. But he's been nagged by a bad foot, but it's good. The last week or so, he's been feeling a lot better. And so just getting him some more repetitions on the court's been really good. And he was a factor tonight because their post player, it kind of goes with Steve a little bit. Steve was having to battle Roddenberry, their post player, so much, and that was taking a lot out of him on the defensive end. And I noticed he got a little bit more fatigued than normal, but we were able to put Mateus in there, Ondas, and then Antonio, so we were able to throw 3 or 4 big guys in there at him and make Roddenberry work. And Antonio just did a great job. He got big, and the big kid couldn't move him around very easily.
Talk a little bit about the 4-game opening to conference. You had 4 games against teams that were all picked ahead of you. Might have been 4 of the top 5, might have been the top 4. I don't remember off the top of my head, but you come out of it 3-1 with wins over teams that people probably would have picked to beat you. And, how does that set you up 3-1 early in conference play?
Well, it's obviously better than going 1-3. And really proud of our guys. Our guys have persevered. We've fought through a few injuries here and there, and kind of a shifting of guys on the court. And we're starting to get a little bit healthy in time to take a break, I guess. But I think it's a needed break for us. And physically, it's a needed break. Mentally, it's a needed break. You mentioned Chris Roussel. Chris has been tremendous this semester, and just as a leader. But his foot's bothering him, and you might not be able to tell, but he's probably not at full speed right now. And those are things that are just going to take him a couple of weeks of rest. Will heal that up. So we're very excited about where we are at this point of the season.
You have a really long break coming up. How do you guys plan to keep the guys mentally focused?
Well, everybody's kind of asked us that same question, and I know when I was in junior college, this was what we usually did. We took long breaks like this, and it was good for the guys. Hey, it's good for the coaches. We get a chance to get away. They get a chance to get away from us. We get a chance to get away from them a little bit. But we're going to practice this next week. We're going to try to do a lot of conditioning this next week, just do the best we can, and then they'll have about 12 days off. And whenever they get back, then we'll just be right back into it. But hopefully it won't be that big a deal. We're going to have some rust issues, but we'll also have some rest issues.
That'll work.